to my channel. If it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Today's video is pretty much for those who want to start makeup but don't really know what products to get. I did this face using all products from either Walgreens or Amazon. And they're all name brand products. Like, they're like real products, y'all. And they're from Amazon and Walgreens, like for the lowski. So this video is for those who want to start doing their makeup and just everyday natural looks. As you can see, the most dramatic thing I have on my face is my lashes, because if not dramatic, then what? But you see, I don't have any eyeshadow on. This is a natural face that you can do every day and it still looks beat. And you can do it too. And I'm gonna give you the starter kit for how to do this, just from like 2 places that you can access very quickly. So I like to start off with my eyebrows. As you know, you've seen in my previous tutorials and all of that. So first you're gonna need a spoolie. A spoolie can be found anywhere. I don't even know where I got this spoolie from because it literally just says spoolie. Like, it doesn't, like, it says spoolie. It doesn't even have like a company name or where I got it from. You can find spoolies anywhere. Amazon definitely has them cheap. They come in packs. Like, I even have a little pack of spoolies. Like, these are just a whole bunch of little ones, but I use these for when I'm actually doing my clients' faces. But got these from Amazon. They actually came in like a pack with some lip wands and one of those little like hand things that you put the product on when you're doing other faces, and that was a total of $10. So imagine how much just a little pack of spoolies is. So spoolies. Now, I actually feel like using a pencil is much easier, especially for starters, because it's easier for me and I've been doing makeup for a little while now. So for starters, I definitely recommend using a pencil against using pomade, because then you have to try to make the line straight, and pencil, you can just go whoop, whoop, fill it in, and that's that. And this is, I actually use, this is from Walgreens, y'all, and this is like $3. Jordana Easy Liner for eyes. Like, guys, although it's only for, well, although it says it's for eyes, I definitely use it on my eyebrows and sometimes my lips. But it's a retractable, so you just, you know, spin it up. I'm kind of low, so mine isn't really spinning all the way, but yes. You can also use the ones that sharpen. Those are also good, but you don't want it to be too sharp because then you just stick yourself. And So Jordana Easy Liner, this is what I use. I use the shade Lavish Brown. Of course, use whatever shade is closest to your skin complexion and your hair color and all of that. Be sure to pick the right shades. With all the products that I'm showing you today, choose your shades. I'm going to list my shade, but choose a shade that goes for you. But these are really bomb. Now y'all know how I'm coming about my concealer. This Pro Concealer LA Girl, y'all already know how I'm coming about her. This Fawn, amazing. I get this from Amazon. You can also get it at your local beauty supply store if they supply it. The one that's by my house, it actually doesn't, but the one in Savannah that I often go to, they definitely have it. So it just depends, but I just get it from Amazon because it's more convenient for me. So this is the concealer. Yeah, it's great. So yeah, just using the spoolie to brush your eyebrows out, and then you fill in those brows, and then the concealer, boom. And I want to say the concealer isn't expensive either at all. Can't really recall the price, and I don't want to, you know, misname the price. So just go on Amazon. So as I mentioned before, as you can see, I don't have any eyeshadow on because this is, you know, something for starters. Those who don't really know how to do all the cut creases and all of that, like, that comes with time. So I definitely, you know, don't have any eyeshadow on. This is strictly like a primed eye with a concealer. But I also did want to show you, this is one of my first eyeshadow palettes. As you can see, like, it's nothing, you know, extravagant. I got this from Walgreens. It's a Wet n Wild palette. It's called VI Purple. That's the name of the palette. But this is just has, you know, like the basic shades, like the browns, the dark browns, the light colors, just for, you know, if you do want to try eyeshadow for, you know, your starter, or if you're going out somewhere that's not just, you know, anywhere to have just like a naked face and you want to add a little pop of color to your eye. I definitely recommend a smaller palette like this. Walgreens have plenty of them on their cosmetic wall. So I definitely recommend a smaller palette, especially for starters. So, and then we'll get into the brushes later as far as what brushes to use and all of that, and where you can get them from. But yeah, as far as palettes, eyeshadow palettes, definitely go with the smaller ones, definitely for starters. If you're just starting, you just want to add a little color, nothing wrong with that. It's cool. Now for eyeliners, I got this, I want to say from Amazon, but I believe you can probably get it from Walgreens, being that Walgreens definitely does have an NYX section. But this is the NYX, I want to name it right, Epic Ink Liner, excuse me, in black. So this is just for, you know, basic liner. If you do better with pencil liners, definitely get a pencil liner in black or whatever, you know, color you would like. But I definitely prefer ink liners just because it's easier to define the wing and all of that good stuff. Lashes, you know, you get any lashes from anywhere, a beauty supply store, Amazon. Lashes are literally sold everywhere, but they're also sold at DaysPalette.com. These are sold at DaysPalette.com. If you want to do a nice little beat and you want some dramatic lashes like myself, DaysPalette.com. These are the ones. These are actually my favorite. They're called Boss, but yeah, DaysPalette.com, period. Whatever lash glue, I don't really have like a favorite lash glue because I feel like they all kind of like stick the same to me. I do prefer black lash glue just because I don't like the way clear lash glue dries. It just doesn't look all the way clear to me. Sometimes it looks like it's still like glue. I like the black, just, you know, give or take. I love the black glue, but I don't really have a preference on what kind of glue. So that's definitely depending on what you prefer. All the glue is the same to me, but yeah, you definitely want to get lash glue to glue your lashes on. And lash glue is, you know, very cheap. It's not expensive at all. It may be like $4. It's not really expensive. So my Master Prime, this is what I use to prime my face and to kind of minimize my pores before I add my foundation. This is the Master Primer from Maybelline 400. I got this from Amazon. This is just to minimize my pores before I put on my foundation and carry on with the rest of my face. Now, primer isn't mandatory, but it definitely helps the coverage go on just a little better. It's not mandatory for starters, being that you're just doing like a nice little soft bead or whatever, but I definitely would recommend it just because it makes your makeup look a lot better. Now, the foundation I use, I definitely didn't start off using this foundation. I don't even remember. I think I started off using like a mousse foundation, and I didn't know what I was doing and really didn't see the difference until I like moved over to Fit Me foundation. This is actually, I want to say this is one of the best foundations ever, in my opinion, of course. I get these from Walgreens. Sometimes if I'm ordering a bulk of them, like for my clients and stuff, I order them from Amazon. But just for one, like if I'm just getting my shade for myself, I go to Walgreens on their cosmetic wall, of course. And it's only, I want to say $8. So it's not, you know, too expensive, because I've seen some foundations that were like in the 20s. This is, you know, in a good price range. It's really good for starters. Like, for you to start and to be using this, like, I'm giving y'all some insight, because I didn't start off right here. I didn't start off using this. I started off looking a mess with some little moves. No, I'm giving you the insight. Start off with this, guys. Best foundation, period. So y'all know concealer, conceal, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. For contour, honestly, I don't feel like you have to contour, like major contour, being that you are a starter. Like, this is a starter kit. Like, this is a starter kit video. So you don't necessarily need, you don't necessarily need contour unless you really want to look snatched in the face, which, I mean, I don't understand why you wouldn't, but at the same time, it's not necessary, because I didn't start off with contour at all. And when I say at all, I mean at all. So with contour, you can kind of go hand in hand between the contour stick and a contour palette. Both of these, actually, I was about to lie, these are not by the same person. This is L'Oreal, Amazon. This is Maybelline Fit Me, Walgreens, I believe. So you can kind of, I use both just because, you know, I'm a little bit more experienced and kind of been playing around and stuff a lot for some years now, and I just use both just for better definition. But you don't necessarily have to have both. If anything, I would definitely say use a powder, a contour palette, instead of a contour stick, being that it's a starter kit, you know. But either one, you always want to go a shade darker than your skin tone. With concealer, a shade lighter. With contour, a shade darker. So either one works. Now let's get into these baking products. Again, I didn't start off, and this is really, you know, giving you guys the exclusives because I didn't start off knowing what baking was. Honestly, guys, I thought baking was leaving your concealer on for a long time. I would conceal my face and just sit there and be like, I'm baking. No, baby, I wasn't baking. I was just letting the concealer sit on my face. I started off with the Black Radiance setting powder from Walgreens. I actually got the wrong shade, like it's too light, that's why I don't really use it often, but it wasn't expensive at all. Make sure you're getting your shade because that will cause flashback and all of that, and you don't want that, especially when you're going out. Now, these other two powders are definitely two of my favorites. This is by my long-term forever friend, Mackenzie. Ken's Cosmetics. Y'all shop Ken's Cosmetics, okay? Period. We are both makeup artists, both bosses supporting each other, and that's on period. So this is, I want to say I got the shade Lee. It doesn't say it on the back, it's 03. I want to say this is Lee, the shade that I got. But this is not expensive at all. Now Sasha, my good sis Sasha, I got this from Amazon. She's a little bit more on the expensive side, but it lasts so long. Like, I use this before my good sis came out with hers. I was using this like every other day, and it's still a good amount in here. So Sasha is definitely, worth the money, but it's not, what you want to start off with. You can definitely start off with something light, just to kind of set your face or whatever. So I definitely recommend something from Walgreens, but no doubt I recommend my good sis because she's not expensive either, period. But remember, this is a starter kit, so whatever you prefer. So now on to blush and highlight. For blush, I use the e.l.f. blush palette in dark. It comes with a mirror, 4 different shades. So this is definitely really great for a starter kit because it has all the shades. I want to say I've been using this for a while, like before I really got into makeup. So this is definitely a good starter kit blush palette. And then for highlight, these are 2 different shades. One is from Wet n Wild, one is from Milani. And these are definitely 2 different, shades for 2 different types of looks. If I want to do like a softer beat, I definitely don't do a brighter highlight. I do everything kind of toned down. Both of these are from Walgreens. So either one, whatever you prefer, you can definitely get your highlight from Walgreens. Both are really amazing. I use this one more because I do more dramatic looks, but today I did use this one because it's a softer beat, and you can see it's a softer highlight. It's not anything, too dramatic. So it just depends on what type of look you're looking for. I would definitely recommend a lighter highlight because, you want to start off slow and then build. So lighter is probably the best way to go. Now, I feel like lip glosses and lipsticks are very important when finishing off your looks. So you definitely want to get whatever lip shade you feel best fits your face and your tone of face and all of that good stuff. These are just maybe not even a third of the lipsticks and lip glosses that I have. These are just all that would obviously fit in my hand. I started off, before I started selling my own lip gloss, I used to just get lip gloss and lipstick from Walgreens and beauty supply stores and all of that. I never ordered them off of Amazon just because I like to kind of just see it with my own eyes. Amazon, you see it through the screen. I like to hold it up to the light and make sure, that I can kind of imagine myself with the shade. So it's just a whole bunch of different, lipsticks and glosses that I used before I started selling my own. Period. Shop Days palette. But lipsticks and lip glosses are just kind of whatever at your leisure, like whatever shades you think. And a clear gloss is always the way to go. You can never go wrong with a clear gloss. So that's pretty much that for lipsticks and lip glosses. So that's pretty much it as far as the products you use on your face. I'm gonna add up and then place the total range of what it's gonna be in this little area right here. And remember, you don't have to use everything. That's just what I would use in a starter kit, being that I've been kind of doing this for a little minute and I've made my mistakes, and I don't want you to make the mistakes that I made, having the wrong shades and the wrong brands and all of that. But you definitely don't have to use everything that I use or even the same brands, but that is just a valid list of everything that you'll probably need to start off, you know, beating your face, and then boom, eventually you're gonna be beating faces around town, period. Now I'm gonna kind of just briefly go over kind of like the types of brushes and the sponges and all of that you may need to do the blending and all of that good stuff, and the brands. And yeah, for sponges, you can definitely get sponges anywhere. I got my cleanest sponge because I use sponges for just about everything to blend my foundation, concealer. Like sponges, you definitely want to get sponges, and sponges come, I want to say, in like a pack of maybe 5 or maybe 10 on Amazon. I'm not sure how many and how much, but sponges are definitely a key in the starter kit because you need to be able to blend all of your foundation and concealer and contour and all of that together. I use beauty blenders slash sponges, because I just say sponges, so I'm going to stick to sponge. I use sponges to blend out my foundation, but you can also use a foundation brush. Obviously, I don't really use this as much because I use sponges. But you can get, you know, any type of brushes off of Amazon. They come in packs as well. Also Walgreens, they actually sell Real Techniques brushes, and those are one of the like most known and best, I'm trying to use the right wording. It's a good brand, okay? It's a good brand of brushes, Real Techniques, but I want to say they run like $15 a brush. So you can definitely get your starter brushes from Amazon and then progress to using, you know, Real Techniques brushes. So I use Coastal Scents brushes. If you've ever paid attention in the description, I've started listing them. I use Coastal Scents. Flat brushes like so are ones to like brush off your powder. Now, eyeshadow brushes, they go a long way. Brushes like these are, you know, for blending your transition shades and all of that. Flat brushes for cutting creases. The thicker brushes like this are probably for, you know, the starter shades. You're setting your base shades. So you can definitely progress in your brush inventory. But starting off, being that you're not going to be doing the dramatic eyeshadows, you probably only need maybe a nice little something like that. Or maybe even the brush that I showed earlier just to kind of do your base color. So you probably need like maybe 3 to 4 brushes. I'd say 3 to 4 brushes just to kind of play with it. And then as time progresses, you'll, you know, get better. So that kind of wraps up this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Turn on that notification bell so you do not miss a video. Use this starter kit to start your career. Like I said, I didn't start here. I started from the bottom using the wrong products. So I really hope this video helped any aspiring makeup artists, or not even makeup artists, any aspiring people who just want to beat their face and go out. I support it all, sis. Period. So I will see you guys in the next video.